Well, howdy there, folks. This is your host, ID Jester. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and to more Marvel Heroes. And as you can see, we are looking at Invisible Woman. You can't even see her; she's invisible. So, pretty cool things with her going on. Obviously, new effects, new, graphic effects that's going on with this character, obviously. And we're going to get to see how some of her powers come into play. And actually, you can see some of the other things that's really cool is we actually have our remote control Blackbird pet here, we've maxed out on green and blue and unique items, and we're just trying to finish up our cosmic and our epic to get all the bonuses from this remote control Blackbird pet. Let's go off and fight some enemies here, though, and we'll get to show you some of her powers. So first things first, like all our heroes, they have a little dash, go forward power. And yeah, so I'm watching out for the bad guys here. Notice our health on this character goes down pretty quickly. She does have a lot of health, but man, oh man, I tell you what. She goes through, I don't know if she just takes a beating or she's got no defense or what, but she actually takes quite a beating in these fights. So yeah, so she's kind of squishy actually, kind of a little bit squishy. Kind of a little bit squishy, which is okay. She's so let's look at her power. So she's got this little go forward power, little lunge forward. Her basic attack is this little, and it's hard to see when there's lots of, see if I can go to an area that doesn't have any other allies there, because sometimes it's easier to see with other people not there spamming their powers. Alright, so you'll watch our little disc, you'll see it bouncing all over the place. Basically ricochet disc. It just ricochets, hits a bunch of enemies. That's our basic power. You can see him just going back and forth between these two enemies there. Then we have the seeker drones, which are seeker orbs. We get these 10 little orbs. They come out and they seek an enemy and they hit them. And then we have the storm of spheres, which is this power right here. Little area of effect, as long as enemies are in there, they take a pretty good amount of damage. It lasts for 5 seconds, so not bad. Then we have our signature power, which is basically a big aura around us, and then we can either choose to keep that aura going as a defensive buff, or we can use those shields as an attack and have them explode, and they'll do damage as well. So yeah, so it's kind of an either or, which is kind of cool. You get signature power and you get to either we'll activate it here. We'll find a nice group of enemies. Here's a nice enemy group coming up. You see our little disc ricocheting there. Alright, so there's our aura there, and we can hit the button again to activate it. You see these little shockwaves that go out, and basically all those little shockwaves does a lot of damage. So that time we'll just use it for the damage. You see, we have 9,000 health, which is not a huge amount, but let's see what we got here. Alright, another one of these things. We can also, obviously, because she is Invisible Woman, we can turn invisible as well. That's another one of our powers. But we also have this passive effect, which keeps us invisible out of combat. And there it is, invisible combat. So we can toggle this on and off. And basically, when we're not in combat, we're automatically invisible. So it helps us not to be attacked and stuff when we're outside of combat, and it also regenerates some spirit and some health and stuff. Obviously, you see once we get into combat, you can see the invisibility shield goes away. That's okay. That's what it's supposed to do. Alright, so basically, yeah, these she's got some really good balance. All the characters that we played recently, she has got some really good graphical effect. Here's her little floating through the sky, like her flying power here. Which is really nice graphical effect as well. We'll activate her. There we are, and there it is, level 60. Which is quite amazing because we picked her up yesterday at about 4 o'clock. And we just to pick her up, and then we tried her and played her for a little while, and then we switched over to Ghost Rider, and we were playing him, and then we switched back to her so we could use the little chests that are given as bonuses, and we were like literally got her up to level 50 just last night, and then today we played her for a little while, and then we decided to use the same philosophy with these extra bonus chests to give to Cable, and then ended up getting Cable up to level 60. And now that we had all those extra chests from when we were playing as Cable, we decided to go ahead and finish her up. So within 24 hours, we have another hero from level 1 to max level. Now, like I said, it's mostly because all the bonus chests and stuff for the holiday weekend, Cyber Monday being today, so a lot of the events are still going on. And you can see on normal Mondays they give you chests anyways, but we were picking up earlier, we were picking up bounty chests and the Midtown Madness chest and everything. I mean, we were just pretty much our whole inventory was nothing but chests that were giving us bonuses, and so that's why I was trying to get Cable up to level 60, and then I was like, well, I got all these chests that are like level 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, and I didn't have any other characters that were, you know, high enough level. They were all in the 40s and stuff. So I'm like, well, the only other one I got is this Invisible. So we gave it to her. So we started using them, and 54. See, we're gonna have a bunch of leftover chests again, 58s and 54s.
Say, how old is Danielle now?
The problem is, there's the 60. We can't do anything with those for a while, so we'll spend those. Here's another 60, and here's a 60, 57. I was trying to keep some of the lower level chests to help some of our lower level characters get upped. Oh look, we got a new cape here. Ooh. Doesn't look to be any better than the one we've got, and even though it's 10 levels higher. So we'll probably be upgrading the one we got, which is a really bummer because I hate spending all that stuff to upgrade when I've got level 60 ones, but defense is about the same. Damage rating, brutal ratings about the same. We actually lose rank to quantum compression. And we lose a little bit of spirit, but we gain like 0.5 power duration. So, I don't know. Take that for whatever you want. Now let's go see if we can get some more action for you guys here with Miss Invisible before we go into her powers. What's to her ultimate power? You ready? Here's her ultimate power, and it's active. So, let these little balls go around and do lots of damage to anything getting hit by those balls, so that's always good. Go on, take him out. It lasts for about 20 seconds there, so that's pretty nice. I want to get these XP levels, I don't know why, because we're level 60 now. XP is not as important anymore. A little bit is important, but not as important. is getting the rest of these chests and stuff. So we need to start getting some elements. I haven't picked up elements in a long time just because I haven't had any space in my inventory, and last few heroes we've upgraded. So 55, 55, 56, 56, 54, 54, 58. Yeah, I won't be able to use that one. I think the next highest level character we have is 41, Gambit and Ghost Rider. Captain America's 42. Let's see, is there anyone else? Nope, that looks like it. And folks, this is our 27th hero. We've maxed out to level 60. We got 2 of them done today, actually, so that is huge. So I was keeping these level 42s so we can use them on one of our level 40 characters. The question is, how much can we get them up to? I hate to keep space for these level 58s and stuff, because we're probably not going to get them up to level 58 for a little while, and if we don't have any space to put items, we will end up being in trouble. So a lot of you are probably wondering what I'm doing here, but I'm actually taking our cosmic items and I'm donating them to our pets. And you can see that if you get all of them maxed out, you get bonuses. So we get 5% movement speed, we take 1% less damage from bosses, we get +1 intelligence. So I'm trying to max out. Oh, no. I'll give it to the pet. There you go. Trying to max out our character here. As far as character goes, we have a cosmic boots, but fortunately for us, we were able to pick up a pair of boots at level 55. We just haven't been able to use them until right now because they're level 60 boots. So we'll obviously replace those with our new found boots. It's the only pair of boots I've come across from the beginning. Had a few of these capes, just 2 of these bodysuits, a few gloves, and a few of these Johnny's Flames. And actually the one that I've got there, level 45, has been really kind of outranks all the items that I've found so far that have gone in there. So probably will upgrade the level 45 one, even though it would save me. It gives us 4 ranks to all of our Invisible Woman invisibility powers. I hate to replace it with something. Well, this is, I guess, okay, and it would save us some upgrade there, so we'll go ahead and replace that. Alright, so we do have our control rod there, and it's getting us extra damage rating for energy attacks and critical hit rating and regenerating some health. She's still very, very squishy. Her health goes way down. I don't know. Her defense is 9,617, which is, well, could be altered by people standing close to us. 8,800. But as you see, physical defense is 10,000, energy defense 11,000, mental defense is 9,000, which is pretty respectable. Damage-wise, 1,166. But she has quite a few area effect powers. She's got some really nice ones that I really like, but I just ran out of room again. We do have our invisible combat toggled on. This crushing force power is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and replace that for a minute. So basically, it just brings this little wave down and crashes on whatever enemies are there. So what I like to do is throw out my little storm there, get them trapped in there, and just spam this. Is what I did for about the first 30 levels or so. And you can see it has an actual effect on the terrain and stuff, so you can see you're actually doing damage or whatever. So that's always a good thing. Artifact wise, nothing too spectacular. If I was looking for something, this one needs to go for sure. It's level 27. It's not very good. Level 31, that's not very good. a 45 and a 40, so we definitely need to spend some time upgrading and comparing items and doing all the normal stuff that we have to do once we've maxed them out. But it's good to know we got our control rod up there. We're using the relic of Subterranea, giving us extra health and defense, and powers. So we like the Spheroid Typhoon, which is really nice. Damages enemies twice per second, slows them. It'll last for 20 seconds. Of course, 10-minute cooldown, which is pretty typical for all of our ultimate powers. She's got quite a few really good powers and really good graphic effects. So really been pretty good. She's got this little shield dome that I used for a while. You and your allies gain toughness, increasing your defensive rating. Projectile deflection, I used that for a little while, but she's got so many good powers that I can't keep them all in my bar here, and so I had to kind of pick and choose which one I like. I do like this crushing force quite a bit because it knocks the enemies down, and if you can get them in that area, the storm of spheres, they'll take damage, so you knock them down while they're in there so they can't run away or move outside the little storm. That was a pretty good combo, but then I switched over to the secret orbs because they were kind of cool too. 10 of them times 6 to 9,000, so you're talking, 70,000 damage every time you basically activate this power. So yeah, it's pretty good. I like her a lot. I'm glad we picked her up. We haven't spent any of our Omega points with her yet, surprisingly. Wow, I did not realize I did not even do that. Synergy-wise, we did spend some synergy. Tried to min-max her a little bit, but with some of the heroes, Cyclops, because of the energy damage and the XP, Hulk for the health. Let's see, Iron Man for the ranged and energy damage, Juggernaut for the movement, Loki for the power cost reduction, Miss Marvel for energy, so just about every energy damage I could get a hold of. So we're getting an extra 12% energy damage from our synergy with our other heroes, which is good. We'll just have to spend some points, spend our available points here. Her other big boy power is Conceal Allies, so you and your allies become invisible for 5 seconds, which could obviously be very helpful for everyone if that is what you want to go for. But if you're playing with a group of friends and stuff, this might be very helpful. If you're talking on Skype or whatever and able to communicate and say, okay, I'm gonna make everybody invisible and stuff. But when you're playing with people you're not actually communicating with, it's very hard to try to get everybody to synergize properly. And yeah, so. But she was really good. I liked her graphic effects. I liked the she's flying around this little disc. The fact that when she goes invisible, you can actually see the invisibility. And I can't believe I got her done in 24 hours. Actually, less than 24 hours-ish. And I didn't even play her straight. I basically, oops, forgot I had put that other power in there. So this is what I kind of, this is kind of our modus operandi here for the first 30 or so levels. Let's find us a nice group of enemies here. Come on, enemies, come after me. So we'll have our little aura here, and then we'll just start spamming all of the really nice graphic effect. Makes you feel like you're really doing something out there. You're not just standing by shooting an arrow or something, or shooting a gun for 5 seconds. And one of the other powers we haven't even looked at is these little rolling balls. I almost forgot about these things. These things are great as well, and you can have 3 of them, up to 3 of them going at a time. Although I could have sworn at one point I had like 4 of them going, but I don't know if we picked up an item that gave us an bonus on them, but they'll just kind of follow you around, and you can actually, if I bring out a new ball over here, the other ones will kind of go to where that ball is. They'll kind of seek out enemies and do lots of damage. As you can see, we're kind of a damage machine. We got a bunch of auras out there. We got a bunch of things that do lots of damage. The biggest problem she has is, like I said, even though she's got a lot of health, she's kind of squishy for whatever reason. She take a big hit from somebody. Her health takes a beating. So here's the Trinity Splitter. So you might have to pick us up another hero already, because we're running out of heroes actually. So we've got a few heroes we got to get up to level 40, so that's going to take a while. How many Trinity Splitters did we get back? So we're at 704. So we got almost 100 back already. We think we made this switch at like 630 something, or 10,000, or 1,038 or something like that. So that put us at like 638. So we've almost got 100 of them back. 100 of the 400 we spent on her. So that's not bad though. I kind of like this power, this little squashy, I call it the squashy, the crushing force, I guess. I guess I should use the proper terms here. Just the fact that it comes down, it knocks enemies down, keep them stuck in that little aura, and you can spam it like really, I mean look, I can just, as fast as I can hit the button, it can come down, and that's just, so we gotta get out our rolling balls too, so that's always good. Where are you? Nope. Okay, you're dead.
Wow, this is fun.
Rolling ball of death. There we go. That's what we'll call it.
Axe more warriors.
And we get another ball rolling out there, and a couple. You get 3 of them rolling out there. You get your little aura going. You know, I don't even use my signature power that many times, really, to tell you the truth. I suppose I should, but. See, now we're in a boss fight, you'll get to see how squishy she is, because we'll just see. So spammed out a lot of damage there. You can see Rhino's almost dead already, but I thought it was going to come back and cost us in the end there. Good thing Juggernauts were there to take all the damage from us. So, I don't think our health took too bad a beating that time. Oops. I think this crushing force power just doesn't have as much oomph to it as it did in the beginning, because I had stopped putting points into it a while back. So yeah, it's only got 9 points into it. So what I need to do is, you know, compared to this power, we were doing 60 to 90,000. We would really have to put a lot of points into this. So let's put this back in there. And even though that was like our key power in the beginning, I think these little balls do a much better job. And you can see I only have like a 3-second cooldown, and I can do some pretty serious damage with them every 3 seconds. Like I said, I don't even really. Most heroes I key my signature power whenever it's available. With her, I don't really need to. She does enough damage without it. Every once in a while, I remember to use it, and then I go, "Oh yeah, I might as well try to use it." And which I just did there. Doesn't have much of an effect until you go to energize it and all the little sparks go flying off the screen. So, well, that's not Miss Marvel, this Invisible Woman, obviously. Hopefully you enjoyed our look at Miss Marvel again. What am I thinking? Blackbird plane, special login. If you logged in on Saturday, you got the plane. So Sunday we picked her up, and it's Monday, Cyber Monday, and she's done. So yay for us. We're going to go ahead and just Finish these chests, min-max her with, oh my gosh, I got about 5 or 6 items in our inventory. Uniques that we need to look through and figure out which is the best one. Upgrade the ones we need to upgrade. I didn't even give her, this is how powerful she was. I didn't even give her U-Forged until we got up to level 50. So you see that we have the level 50 U-Forged item on her. So didn't even need it. Which is, you know, really, I'm wondering if she's a little bit less squishy now because she's now got the Cosmic Rod up. That could be. So she regenerates 500 health when she defeats an enemy. And I know in the beginning, man, I was spamming potions on her, I was spamming medkits on her all the time. But I think because the Cosmic Rod there is going to let her regenerate some health, she's not as squishy as she used to be. And like I said, she, as you can see, she's pretty tough. We haven't really min-maxed her at all. We haven't given her a Cosmic medallion yet. Her Cosmic Ring is old. That needs to be updated. Her artifacts need to be updated. Her equipment needs to be updated. We need to find a better core for her, which I think we did find one. We just had to wait. Yeah, this is it here. So become invulnerable for 2 seconds when you use a med kit. So yeah. Take 4.5 less damage from area powers. So special item find and gain 400 health when you hit an enemy. So we'll be putting this item in for her, and that should definitely help with her health. As far as oh yeah, the Omega, we didn't do anything with the Omega yet, so we've got plenty of points to spend on her. So she's kind of actually really beastie. I love her little powers. She's got lots of really cool powers. They scale really well with her. I mean, in the beginning, you know, like the first couple lines down, say the first 2 or 3 in each category, they have a certain way to operate with her. And then you add a few powers here where you're able to get the bouncing disc so you can hit multiple enemies, which is really nice. So scales when you get to about level, oh I don't know, maybe level 20 or 25, then you can all of a sudden you can hit multiple enemies with your one basic attack, which is really good. Then you can turn invisible as well while you're outside of combat, which you can see while out of combat you become stealth. Yeah, so that helps. And then the levitating disc. So, you know, beginning powers, you don't have these. Then all of a sudden, you know, kind of mid-tier, level 20 to 30, you get these. And then, you know, the higher level powers are really good as well. So they scale really well with her. Well done. I would probably rate her overall probably a 9 out of 10 for playability. She's easy to play. She's got lots of cool powers, lots of effects going on with her. The only downside really to the whole thing is sometimes you can get so many things going on, it's hard to actually see your character. You know, you got this little aura going on, you got things thrown up in the air, you got the balls rolling around everywhere. Sometimes it's hard because of all the graphic effects, but for me, I don't mind that. I would much rather have cool graphic effects I'm using for my characters than to not have it. So power wise, yeah, really nice, really good powers. They're not just the generic powers everybody else has. You can see as the ball's rolling around, they're leaving little dents in the ground and everything. So well done. Semi-easy to play. You don't have to try to fuss with different things. You turn her passive powers on or you turn them off, whichever you want. Probably your only downs, you know, if you know, the negative I can even think is her signature power just doesn't have the flair that the rest of her powers have. You know, if I hit the signature power, there, that's her signature power, and I can hit it again. Oop, hit it again, and then hit it again. But it doesn't like, you know, it doesn't make her. It doesn't do anything with her actual character. You think your signature power should like flow up and down on her or something, just to let you know that it's active, because otherwise you don't even know it's active. So yeah, that's just nitpicking though. And her, her ultimate power is good. I wouldn't say it's the best one out there, but it's good. It slows the enemy. It does pretty good damage. It lasts for 20 seconds. You can't complain about any of that stuff. That's all really good. Just it just doesn't seem like totally awesome. I think it's because she's got all these other awesome powers. She doesn't need an ultimate power that's really awesome. So that's kind of my take on Invisible Woman. Very nice character, and definitely be checking her out later. We'll get up to higher level stuff, because she's definitely fun to play. So take you out, buddy. There you go.
Punishment, but in your case, I'll make an exception.
The other thing, now that I've heard her talk, the only other downside is the voiceover for her is it's not the best out there. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it.
Oh, you'll have to teach me that one.
But most of her voiceovers are not that interesting. I mean, they're okay. They're just not great. They're just okay. They're just average. And kind of some of her comments and stuff can be a little repetitive. If you're playing her for a long time, I guess.
Martin,
but
I
that's
would appreciate you refraining from using your entire vocabulary.
See, I mean, that's okay, but it's not witty. It's just kind of there. All right, well, that's it. Bringing the episode to a close. Thanks for watching, folks. More Marvel Heroes to come. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.